She should be on her way. She should be on her way, hopefully. I don't know if the other kids are coming or not. All right. Early Sunday morning here at the Sports Center, Moorhead. Moorhead's going to take on Watertown. So I think this is like the 5th place game, maybe. We lost to Egan on Friday. It really hurt us. Pretty much the difference in being in the championship and being in this game. So here we are. All right, Spuds start with Cluck, Hudak, Johnson out on the ice, and Larson and Warzeka at D. Oh God, thank you. Yeah, sure, thank you. Thanks a latte to you, sir. Watertown wins the face-off back into their own zone. Now battle at neutral. I think Watertown also finished like 1-1 maybe. But I don't know. Hudak has it now and enters the zone. Now it's up and out. Larson chips it up to Cluck to battle along the boards. Now down low, Cluck intercepts it. Moorhead changes their D. Now Finch is changing the forward line. Up and Pink tries to chip it up. Now Chandler has it along the boards. Saved by Brandon Strauss, who's in goal today. And then covered up. Spuds keep the same 5 out. Skank, Chandler, Judd, Krebs, brings it all the way around, shoot. It's a little too hard. We're trying to run the niner. Essentially a hockey Hail Mary. Again, same play, just a little shorter. Chandler trying to chip it up and out. Does to Judd. Skank at neutral. Now back to Chandler. He enters the zone. Poke back out. Here comes Watertown through neutral. Battle in the corner with Pink. Over to Judd. Judd avoids his man. Now over to Chandler. It's 1-on-1, 2-on-1 now as Judd enters the play. Over, oh, the backhand just missed by Judd on the backside there. Good pass from Chandler to Judd. A skank down into the corner. Krebs gathers it down there. Back to Judd. Judd holds the line and now it's out. Sent all the way down for an icing by Watertown. .23 left in the first here. Spuds another full switch. Gustafson tackle and Carter Lee. Sarion and Klosterman back at D. Battle at neutral, poked out by Sarion. Now sent in by Watertown. Sent down low again to Klosterman. Klosterman to Gustafson. Pass to Packle intercepted. Now it's 2-on-2 with Packle and Lee. They entered the zone. Drive to the net, now behind. Centering pass goes just through. Gustafson has stick lifted. Back to Klosterman. Klosterman to Packle enters the zone again. Now turned over, and now Gustafson turns him back over. Watertown now through the zone, through the neutral, I mean, and into the zone. Cross ice pass, not picked up. And tip steered wide left. Watertown back in, but offsides, so they have to check back up. Shot by Watertown off the outside of the net. Now up front, battle comes to Jack Cook. He chips it over to Johnson. Intercepted. Moorhead keeps it in the zone with Cluck all the way down into the corner now. Cook chasing after it. Oh, shot on the doorstep by Cluck. Centering pass with nobody home. It's out to neutral and in for an icing. 10 minutes to play in the first. Spuds will get an offensive zone face-off here. Face off, one back to Warzeka. Shot. More shin guards. Poke check by Larson is a good one. Now Watertown punches it in to the zone. Battle behind the net with Warzeka. Chandler sends it up to neutral. Sent in on goal and covered by Strouts. Face off one into Packle. Packle beats his man through neutral. Gonna be a race over to Carter Lee. Shot, score. Shoot, I missed it completely. 2-on-1 with Packle and Lee. My camera didn't follow me, sorry. But backdoor 5-hole for Carter Lee, and the Spuds go up 1-0. Sorry, not quite on my game there with that one. A bit early. That was a good one all the way from the face-off. His tackle took it up through neutral, beat his defensive man around the edges. He entered the zone and got it over to Carter Lee and put it right in the 5-hole with the Watertown goalie. That face-off comes out to center. Spuds win it back to Klosterman. Klosterman ships it over to Gustafson. He puts it into the zone. Possession taken over by Watertown. Now they send it out to neutral. Here they come back into the offensive zone. Now centering pass broken up by Moorhead. Now out to Packle. Packle into the offensive zone. Centering pass over to Gustafson. Shoot. Nope, that's Skank. Skank loses his stick and the puck. So now Watertown has it behind their own net. Skank in pursuit. Klosterman tries to keep it in, but it gets all the way out to neutral, and Sarion collects it. Sends it up and over to Packle. Packle up to Skank. Forwards are going to change. Chandler's on, helping Skank. There's Chandler. Oh, just wide right. Puck off the netting. So offense's own face-off coming from Moorhead. Moorhead wins the puck and sends it down low. Now Watertown has it. They skate it up and out to the neutral. Now turn back over to Skank. He's got one man to beat as he enters the zone. Not able to do it, so he turns back around and sends it down low. Pink holds the blue line, sends it over to Skank. Skank shot on goal, saved. 7 minutes and 20 seconds left in the first. Spuds lead 1-0, and Watertown's up and through neutral and offsides. There's maybe a bit of a delayed offsides call there, but Spuds full switch now, and Johnson sends it up to neutral ice. Sent in back by Watertown behind the net. All the way up to Hudak at neutral. Now back in their own zone. Watertown turns the puck over to Brody Johnson with a good effort play. Watertown sends it up and out. Ozeka not able to keep it in, so now it's offsides by Watertown. They have to check up, and Larson gathers the puck. Larson over to Hudak. Hudak sends it over to Brody Johnson, but intercepted. Shot on goal, glove saved by Strauss. Chaos in front. Strauss with a couple good stops on the rebound. They'll reset for another face-off.
Good job, Brennan.
6:14 left in the first. Centering pass, steered it wide left by Strouts. Now to the blue line for Watertown. Shot on goal, stopped by Klosterman. Now it's out to neutral with Lee. Lee over to Packle. Packle back to Lee, but the pass missed. Battle in the corner, comes back out to Sarion. Sarion sends it down and wide left. Packle with it again behind the net. Tries to center it to Gustafson. Taken over by Watertown and out to neutral. Watertown enters the zone. Shot on goal goes wide left. Now Spud send it back up again. Lee over to Packle. Packle enters the zone again. Not able to beat his man yet, so he turns it back to the middle. Now sends it down low to Carter Lee. Carter Lee looking for help. Klosterman there to help. Oh, turned over to Skank. Shot and a goal. Skank creates the turnover right in front of the net. Spuds go up 2-0. 4 minutes and 45 seconds to play in the first. I think that's going to be an unassisted goal by Eli Skank. Face-off win there for Skank. Got Judd and Chandler with him. Sent all the way up and out by Watertown. No icing. Krebs gathers it in his own zone. He's going to send it up. Oh. Turned over now at neutral. Watertown has to wait for the guy to enter the zone. It's over to Monroe Judd, I believe. Yep. Judd coming through and sends it in. No icing called. Battle for the puck down low. Cluck racing in, saves it from going outside the zone. Chandler and Judd out there with Cluck. Krebs along the boards. Sends it down low. Now Cluck to Chandler, backhand shot. Now Pink. Pink has it at the blue line, shot. Saved by the Watertown goalie. This one's getting pretty physical early for 8 in the morning on a Sunday. Goalie's without his stick. Battle down low. Two minutes and 50 seconds left to play in the first. Moorhead leading 2-0. Goals by Lee. Whoa! Come on. Krebs is down after an elbow to the face.
Just gonna let him lay out there or what?
I don't know. Huh? Oh, it was high all day. I don't know why they don't make that call. So, Hasbargen doesn't seem too concerned, but
Who they playing?
Watertown. Pink taking the opportunity to talk to the refs to tell them that was a ridiculous shot. Krebs is up, skating to the bench. Probably gonna take a seat for a while. See if we see him again. Sarion sends it up, still not in the zone. Now Lee has it. Down in the corner. Now out to neutral. Klosterman to Sarion. Sarion back over to Klosterman. Watertown player loses his stick and sent up. Sent all the way down by Watertown. Minute 30 remaining. Watertown behind the Moorhead net. Centering pass out front. Sent wide left. Now shot on goal, saved by Strauss. Defensive zone face-off with a minute 15 left in the first. Sent back down by Watertown. Now behind the net. Pass all the way up top. Shot on goal, goes wide right. Shot again. Steered left by Strauss. Centering pass broken up by Moorhead, and Judd has it. See if he can find the front man with Chandler. Not able to. Chandler back to Larson. Larson to Warzeka. Warzeka sends it to Chandler and chipped into the zone. 30 seconds remaining. Pink. Krebs looks like he's going back out. Looks like he passed all the simple math questions, like 2 + 2 is potato. Chandler now through neutral. Lost the puck with 7 seconds left in the first. 3, 2, 1. Chandler sends it up. That's going to be the end of the first. Yeah. Huh? The coaches are concussion certified. I think his pride's more hurt than anything. Spud's gonna keep the same lineup out there. Nope, no switch. Another good crowd here today. Seems like this team always gathers a good number of people here, both on YouTube and in person. So well, start the second here. Spuds are still up 2-0 on Watertown. Cluck sends it up. No icing called. Hudak now chases into the zone. Does a good job in the corner. I think the intermission speech was get more physical. So behind his own net where Zeka collects it, looking to break something out. Sends it up and over. That's a good pass to Cluck now from Brody Johnson. Cluck enters the zone and battles along the boards. Larson, nope, Roseka sends it up and now it's back in by Watertown. Out front, shot on goal, saved by Brennan Strotz. That one was a close one. Yikes. Spuds now send out Skank, Judd, and Chandler, Krebs, and Pink. And then another Niner route doesn't quite work out. Trying to get Judd the puck. Now Skank sends it up. Chandler, just lost the handle on it. Nice little check in the back by Chandler there. A little more physicality that we were hoping to see. Judd chips it up and in, no Pink. Now sent all the way up and out for an icing by Watertown. Offensive zone face-off here is the Spud switch. Face off on to Packle. Packle to Klosterman. He sends it down low. All the way across to Lee. Shot on goal, tipped out front, but not in. Tipped by Walter Gustafson in front of that. Now Watertown sends it in. Battle at neutral, and Gustafson tries to send it in, not able to, and now Packle does. Packle, wide open shot on net, saved by the Watertown goalie. Gustafson going to take the face-off again as Watertown switches. 12:20 to go in the second period. Watertown chips it past Sarion, and he's all alone. Shot on goal off the post. Shot on goal off the post by Watertown. Oofed up. I think Stroutsi's kissing the pipe after that one. Now Packle in all alone. 1-on-3. Lee joins him. He loses an edge. Gustafson back to Klosterman. Watertown sends it back in, left of the net. Now a shot on goal that goes wide right. Gustafson has it now, looking for Packle. Oh, they intercepted the stretch pass at mid-ice. Packle's all alone if that pass connects. Carter Lee pestering the Watertown player in his own zone. Now up. Here comes Packle. He beats one man. He's got one man left to beat. He does it. Gets around him. Shot way high up into the netting. Packle went with the pitching wedge. Maybe should have shot a 7-iron. Buck with the face-off now. Watertown wins the face-off and down behind their own net. Buck with a hit. Moorhead trying to keep it in the zone, but not able to. Now Watertown out to neutral, broken up by Warzeka. Watertown backhands it in. Larson over to Warzeka now behind their own net. Sent up to Brody Johnson. Larson, that almost snuck out into the front of the net. Shot on goal, saved by Strauss. Face-off win for Moorhead. Sent up and over to Chandler. Bouncing puck gets past him. Sent back in by Watertown. Sent up to the blue line, kept in by Watertown. Got along the boards and shot out front. Stopped by Krebs and now over to Chandler. Krebs still isn't skating right, so I'm not sure what's going on with him. Turned over now at the blue line by Skank. He goes for a wraparound. Not there. Pink's got it at the blue line, shot blocked. Kept in now by Judd. Shot goes wide right. Chandler battling down low. Cross check in the back by Watertown on Judd. Watertown coach is yelling about something, not sure what. Here comes Pink. Now over to Krebs. Krebs over to Judd along the boards. Oh, come on. It's the third one. Sent down, it's going to get touched, and it's going to be a penalty finally. Well, it's like the third or fourth elbow they've thrown, and they finally called it. I'm not sure what the Watertown coach wants to talk to the ref about. It's a pretty clear elbow. He's gotten away with the other three, so. Refs are just saying, yeah, you're straight up wrong, bud. Nothing to talk about here. Can't throw elbows. This isn't MMA. So they're done talking about that. Face off on the power play for the Spuds. Packle with it in the corner, looking for a pass. Goes to Carter Lee down low. He tries to bring it to the front of the net. Now Gustafson off the side post. All the way down. Collected by Warzeka. Sent up. Nope. All right. And no icing. They weren't sure if it was an icing or not. Eventually called it no icing. Warzeka has it again. Minute 18 left in the power play for the Spuds. Now up. Here's Carter Lee. Nice fancy move. Shot on goal up into the net. Scott, do you want to try calling Megan? I don't know if she's still sleeping or... Face-off win by Skank, now to Judd. Spud's trying to keep it in, not able to. Krebs get to that neutral. And here comes Chandler over to Judd. He enters. 46 seconds left on the power play. Centering pass. Hits the side of the net. Now back to Pink. Pink back to Skank. Skank over to Krebs. Krebs looking to make a move. Finds Chandler. Chandler dumps it down low. Now sent all the way up. No icing. Still on the... 15 seconds left in the power play. 6 minutes and 30 seconds left in the period. Spud's still leading 2-0. Spuds enter again one last time here. Looking for pass. Eli Skank over to Krebs. Sent down low. Sent all the way down for an ice by Watertown. Penalties expired. No longer able to ice it.
Got a voicemail.
Wonder if she's still sleeping. Face-off win by the Spuds, turned over pretty quickly though to Watertown. That's a neutral. Sent back in. Left of the net. Warzeka pinches, not able to keep it in. No, Hudak collects it at neutral, sends it over to Brody Johnson, who enters the zone. Jeez, big hit. Back into the zone for the Spuds with 5:30 left. Now to neutral. Warzeka and Larson doing a good job keeping it on the other side of the midline. Spuds change forwards. At least one, send Packle out. Warzeka down to Packle. Packle down to Cluck, battling down low. 5 minutes to play and now sent up and out. It's going to be an ice. Spuds make a full change now. Face off won by the Spuds. Packle back to Klosterman. Klosterman back to Packle. He's going down low. Some fancy moves from Packle here. Gustafson goes for the hit and misses it. Sent in offsides. Oh, and Sarion missed it, but zone entry by Watertown. Great stop by Brennan Strouds. Another shot on Strouds goes wide left. 4 minutes left in the second. Broken stick for Gustafson. That's expensive. Watertown's still in the zone. Gustafson went off. He has a broken stick. Skank comes on for him. Another big hit. Watertown poked out by Packle. Goalie made the initial save, and Packle poked it out and continued to play. Battle behind the net. This one's going to get even more physical in the third, I feel like. Battle down low. Watertown player down on the ice. He's really hurt. That's a broken collarbone, I bet. Oh, man, Packle got big hit. This is getting... Oh, glove save by the Watertown goalie on the Skank shot. Yeah, I don't know. It's a checking tournament, so there should be a trainer here. I don't know why there's not. There should be a trainer here, and there's not. I don't know why. Face-off win back to Pink, but it skirts past him at the blue line. Judd now sent over to Chandler. Yep. Shot sent wide left. Now back to Pink. He holds the line. Skank replaces him. Now it's up and out. Krebs and Chandler back on D for Moorhead. Broken up. Shot wide left though on a rebound. Now Krebs has it. Ooh. Krebs turns it over, but then turned back over to Watertown. Now battling corner. 2 minutes and 20 seconds left in the second period. Spuds up 2-0. Shot on goal. Now there's going to be a penalty on Moorhead.
Getting really chippy.
The ref's got to control it. Not, I mean, that's the... When you don't make any calls, that's what happens.
This is one of their cross checks.
Pink's going to the box for a cross check. Spuds will be on the penalty kill. Cluck, Larson, Warzeka, and Johnson all out there for the Spuds. Shot on goal goes high on Strouds. Spuds will be on the penalty kill for pretty much the rest of this period. Watertown enters the zone. Shot on goal, saved by Strouds. Glove save. Another face-off, shot immediately by Watertown. Saved by Strouds, so they'll reset. Oh, nice break up there by Brody Johnson. All the way down into the Spuds offensive zone, but Spuds happy just trying to kill this penalty, I think. Brody Johnson in pursuit. Good speed by Johnson. Watertown through neutral and now in. Minute 1 left on the penalty kill. Minute 3 left in the period. Spud's still up 2. Shot. Now Watertown went off the outside pipe. Now sent up and out by Moorhead. They'll get a change. Johnson goes off for Judd. Chandler stays on. So does Larson. Big hit by Judd. Another one. Chandler, big hit. Over to Krebs from Larson. Krebs backhands it up. 13 seconds left in the penalty kill. 15 in the period. Watertown back in. Centering pass broken up by Moorhead. Shot on goal. Sent across all the way. 3 seconds left. And Spuds are even strength. Good penalty kill by the Spuds. We'll take a Zam break. Maybe the refs will talk about making this game a little less chippy, and then we'll come back. Spuds up 2-0 after 2. Come back for the third period after the Zam.
caveat that I told him would be the fact that he had to maintain the insurance on it.
Yeah.
So he'd have to have a job too.
Well, he has one right now.
Enough to pay for insurance?
About. All right, welcome back for the third. Spud's gonna send the puck in on net here. Now Watertown into the zone. Turned over by Warzeka. Warzeka up to Cluck. Cluck tips it into the zone. Big hit by Cluck. Watertown out to the middle though, or into neutral. Shot on goal goes high and wide on Strouts. Now up and out by Moorhead. Brody Johnson goes off. Warzeka falls down. Hears it from his teammates. Now back. Larson is going off for a change, but not able to. Now it's up and out. Skank's got it with Chandler. He's behind the net. Trying to find a pass. Not able to. Sent all the way down. No icing. It's on net. What time is it, Brad? Face off won by Watertown. Shot wide of the left. Wide left of the net. Okay. Now sent up. And now back in. Let's gathers it. Shot high and wide. Oh, good. Thank you.
He's always on the job on this one. He does it.
Offensive zone face-off. Back to the classroom and on the blue line. Tackle has it now down low. Over to Lee. Centering pass behind the net. Oh, man. Klosterman has it now again. Sends it all the way down low. Big hit on Packle. Shot on goal, wide right by Sarion. 12 minutes left in the game. Lee has it in the middle. Stick lifted, puck sent up and out. Another big hit there. Packle takes it out in front of his own net. Backhands it up. Gustafson has it. He's trying to send it to Lee. Turned over now to Watertown. Now Watertown enters the zone. Shot into Klosterman's stomach. Sent all the way down and the Spuds will change. Be a defensive zone face-off. Spuds get it up and out of the zone. Brody Johnson chasing. Now enters his offensive zone over to Cluck. Shot. No stop. Oh, it never froze the puck. The ref blew the whistle. .11 to go. Spud's still leading 2-0. Goals by Chandler and but don't remember. Skank, I think. Yeah, Skank. We're gonna get another penalty. Slash from Watertown. So Spuds will go on the power play. Spuds send out Skank, Judd, Lee, Chandler, Pink. Watertown wins the faceoff and ices it immediately. No icing on the penalty kill though, so Spuds regather the puck and try to send it up. Goes into the bench. Mid-ice face-off. Face-off one back to Chandler. Chandler up to Lee now. They enter the zone. Still a minute 37 left on the power play. 10 minutes, 30 seconds left in the game. All the way over to Lee. Shot on goal. Ooh, that one got the goalie good. Up into the air by Pink. Now centering pass, shot on goal, goes wide left. After the goalie steered it off the blocker. Battle in the corner. Spuds come out with it with Lee. Centering pass. Up and out now. Chandler over to Pink. Pink back to Chandler. He enters the zone. Shot on goal. It's a goal for Braden Chandler. Spuds go up 3-0. 9 minutes and 30 seconds to play. Did you hear back from Megan didn't call? No.
Heard that.
Face off, won by Watertown and sent into the zone. Larson down in the corner battling for it. Behind the net. Centering pass. Gets all the way through to the blue line. Now broken up in front of the net. Up and out. Shot on goal, saved by Strouts. Oh. Face off one back to Fosterman. Two battles. Sent all the way over to Carter Lee. Oh, just outside the reach of Gustafson. But Packle has it now in his own in the offensive zone. That's a cross check. Shot on goal by Klosterman, saved. Face-off win by the Spuds. Shot by Sarion is broken up by Watertown. Fosterman sends it in all the way again, down deep. Tackle gets it along the boards. Centering pass over to Lee. Over to Gustafson off the post. Looks like Gustafson maybe got a new stick during the break. Now Packle's got it again. Good cut off there by Packle down the corner, but Watertown still comes away with it. Now to neutral. Into the offensive zone now for Watertown behind the net. Loses the handle on it. So Moorhead chips it up and out. Skank on for Gustafson. Lee still out there for Moorhead. Judd out now with Krebs and Pink. Everyone but Lee made a change. Now he goes off. Here comes Chandler. So now Watertown through neutral. Krebs down low. Sends it over to Pink. Now Pink's up and out. Skating through the neutral zone. Over to Chandler. Shot on goal. That's a hat trick for Braden Chandler. Good play by Pink, getting it over to Chandler. Chandler mishandles it quickly, recovers, and buries it 5-0. 4-0 Spuds, 7 minutes to play. Spud sends it all the way deep into the zone. Now Watertown has it, looking for a pass. Maybe not exactly sure what this guy's doing. Turned over by Brody Johnson. Now kept in by Warzeka. Puck sends it deep now too. Larson sends it wide right. Warzeka briefly keeps it in, but now it's out. Cluck re-enters the zone. Shot wide left. Hit by Hudak. Now the puck's turned over. Shot on goal by Hudak goes wide. It was actually blocked out front. Shot on goal by Larson. Now it's a neutral and Watertown gathers it. Enters the zone, shot on goal, Brennan Strouds. Defensive zone face-off now with 5:30 left. One to Klosterman. Klosterman sends it all the way over to Cook. Tips it out. Oh man, Packle almost had a full-blown breakaway there. Defense sends it up to Lee. Now Packle. Now it's back out to neutral. Klosterman enters the zone. Hit on Cook. Watertown has it behind their own net. Sarion keeps it in, sends it in on goal, blocked out front. Here comes Watertown through neutral. Covered by Strouts. Face off, one back to Pink. Pink took Chandler. Chandler with to Skank with some speed through neutral. Now into the zone. He's got a ton of speed going behind that net. Yeah, that's gonna be a trip. It's gonna be a trip on Moorhead. Another punch in the back from Watertown on Pink. Skank will go to the box for 2 minutes. 4 minutes and 16 seconds left in the game, so half of the remaining time the Spuds will be on the penalty kill. Spuds still up 4-0 though, trying to kill this penalty off. Watertown, oh, centering pass, he missed on it. Yikes, that was scary. Shot on goal, saved by Strouts. Spuds get it up and out. Chandler, he's got one man to beat to get to the net. He's got Judd with him though too. Now Watertown breaks it back out to neutral. Judd, a good recovery, getting back on defense. Watertown sends it up and out of the zone. Trying to get set up. Not able to. Watertown brings it into the zone now. Blocked by Pink out front. Oops. Battle in the corner with 53 seconds left on the penalty kill. Good job so far by the Spuds. Centering pass broken up by Krebs. No. Sent all the way up and out by Chandler. The Spuds will get a change. Puck goes on, some speed, tries to break it up, and now the Spuds break it up at neutral with Hudak. 22 seconds left in the penalty kill, 2 minutes and 30 seconds left in the game. Watertown now enters with 13 seconds. Oh, wow, off the crossbar. Stroutsy is tracking it with the glove there and just missed it. Luckily, the crossbar was there. 9 seconds left in the power play for Watertown. 2:25 left in the game. Still 4-0. Good shot block there by Cluck. 3 seconds left in the penalty kill. Centering pass. Out. Another good block by Strouts. Penalty expires. Spuds full strength. Sent up and out to neutral. Brody Johnson pursues the puck. Good job trying to break that one up. Orzeka has it now. Sent back up to neutral. Shot on goal. Saved by Strouts, but drops it and lets the play continue. Here comes Cluck. He goes down into the offensive zone. Centering pass broken up. Johnson over to Hudak. They exit the zone. Now back in. Sorry about that. Signal froze. Minute 11 left in the game. Spuds still leading 4-0. Offensive zone face-off for the Spuds. Face-off win there by...
What?
I don't know what happened there. Net came off maybe? No. What was the call there? Huh. Still 58 seconds to play. Spuds in the offensive zone. Maybe trying to get one more. Maybe just trying to kill. Oh, geez. Big hit by Klosterman. Holy smokes. Offsides by Watertown. 45 seconds to play. Watertown has the puck and enters the zone here. Skating through all sorts of people. Jeez. Moorhead sends it up. Shot on goal. Saved by Brennan. Now up to Cook. Right just out of his reach. Oh boy. Backhanded. Karsarian over to Lee. Lee to Cook. Cook to Packle. Shot on goal by Lee goes off the bar. 7 seconds to play. Watertown just trying to kill the rest of this clock off, I think. 2, 1. That's a winner for Spuds today. Brennan with a shutout. Yeah, shutout. 4-0. Good Sunday game to go into the week of practice. Next week we're home again. I don't know, Egan and somebody else maybe. So we'll see Egan again next weekend, I think. And then, no, we're in Buffalo next week. Yeah, Buffalo tournament next weekend. So join us live on YouTube from Buffalo. Friday is the first game. I have no idea what time, 7 something maybe. So we'll see you for that one on Friday.